If you're wondering, should I use semaglutide or tirzepatide? Let's talk about both. I want you to think of semaglutide as the reset button. Most people know this one for its weight loss, but this is honestly the smallest part of the story. Semaglutide works by mimicking a natural hormone in your body that regulates hunger, blood sugar, and a whole lot more. What research has discovered is that it doesn't just change what you eat, it changes how your brain thinks about food, how your heart functions, and how your kidneys and liver hold up, and even how your brain ages. This is one of the most studied medications in the world right now, and the findings keep getting more and more remarkable. So, what does it do for weight and appetite? You know that constant voice in your head telling you that you need to eat more or grab a snack, or you think about food even when you're not hungry? Semaglutide turns that volume down. That is not willpower, this is biology. The medication works directly on the reward centers of your brain. It's the same pathways connected to cravings and food obsession. In clinical trials, people lost on average nearly 15% of their total body weight. This is not a quick fix. This is real, sustained metabolic shift. People constantly report that the food just stops being such a big deal. And for many people, this has been life changing. What does it do for your heart? In a massive clinical trial, semaglutide reduced the risk of heart attack, stroke, and cardiovascular death by 20% in people who were overweight and already had heart disease. It also helped people who had heart failure, improving symptoms like tiredness, shortness of breath, and swelling, and helping them move more and live better. This is really, really important if you've ever lived that life. Don't you agree with me there? So let's talk about what it does for your kidneys and your liver. A landmark study was actually stopped early because the results were so clear. Semaglutide significantly reduced the risk of serious kidney complications and kidney failure. Guys, this is such a big deal. For the liver, a 2025 study in the New England Journal of Medicine found it can slow and reverse fatty liver disease, one of the most common and undiagnosed conditions affecting adults today. Let's talk about what it can do for your brain. Research published in the Nature Medicine linked semaglutide to a lower risk of Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and Parkinson's among 42 other health conditions studied. Scientists believe it is because the medication reduces inflammation, which is one of the biggest drivers of brain aging and cognitive decline. It has also been studied for its effects on addiction and substance abuse because it works on the same dopamine pathways connected to cravings. A study of over 600,000 veterans showed a 14% lower risk of alcohol, cannabis, cocaine, and opiate use disorders. Let's talk about what it does for women. Huge benefits for women with PCOS. It helps regulate cycles, improve insulin levels, reduce excess stress, and supports fertility. That is just such a very big deal. Early research from the Restore trial shows it may improve ovulation and reproductive function beyond just the weight loss effects. Even a 5% reduction in body weight through semaglutide has been shown to help restore hormone balance in women who have been struggling with it for years. Let's talk a little bit about what it can do for you men. As belly fat decreases, testosterone naturally starts to recover because excess abdominal fat literally converts to testosterone into estrogen in the male body. Early research has shown improvements in sperm count and motility as metabolic health improves. Men report more energy, better mood, and improved overall drive beyond just the physical changes on the scale. Now let's talk about, is tirzepatide an option for you? We like to call this one the upgraded version. If semaglutide is powerful, tirzepatide is that with two engines running at the same time. Where semaglutide targets one pathway in the body, tirzepatide targets two. simultaneously, the GLP-1 and the GIP receptors, which is why the results across the board are stronger. This is not just about more weight loss, it is about more complete metabolic reset, and what researchers are now finding goes beyond the scale. So, what does it do for weight and metabolism? In a head to head clinical trial, Tirzepatide produced on average a 20% body weight reduction compared to the 13.7 with semaglutide. That difference is significant. It does not just reduce fat, it helps preserve and build lean muscle at the same time, which most weight loss treatments fail to do. It improves insulin sensitivity, which means your body's processing sugar and storing energy properly again instead of defaulting to fat storage, which is such a big deal. Let's talk a little bit about what it's going to do for sleep. If you snore, wake up exhausted, or have been told that you have sleep apnea, this one is significant. Clinical trials showed people had 27 to 30 fewer breathing interruptions per hour after 1 year of being on Tirzepatide. This is dramatic, life-changing improvements in quality of sleep. Better sleep means better hormones, better mood, better recovery, better weight management. Literally everything is connected to how well you are sleeping. Let's talk a little bit about what it's going to do for your mood and mental health. Studies show Tirzepatide reduces rates of anxiety and depressions in patients, which researchers believe is connected to the reduction of inflammation and improved metabolic health. People constantly report feeling more like themselves, more motivated, more positive, more clear-headed, not just lighter. Let's talk a little bit about what it does for your heart, your kidneys, and your liver. Similar to semaglutide, it offers cardiovascular protection, kidney support, and liver health benefits, all while working on a broader and more powerful mechanism. It reduces chronic inflammation, which is the root cause behind most serious diseases in your body. Emerging research also links it to brain protection and lower risk of dementia. Let's talk about specifically men for a minute, because this is such a big deal. In a 2025 study presented by the Endocrine Society annual meeting, low testosterone was reversed in every single male treated with Tirzepatide. The research called it remarkable. Men in the study saw better natural testosterone levels, better body composition, and improved sexual function in just 8 weeks. It actually outperformed traditional testosterone replacement therapy in the study because it fixed the root metabolic cause instead of just patching the symptom. For men who want to avoid going down the testosterone therapy path and who want to address why the testosterone dropped in the first place, Tirzepatide could be your answer. Now, women, let's talk about what it's going to do specifically for you. It's going to target stubborn hormonal weight gain. I know you know what I'm talking about. It's so frustrating, right? Especially that belly fat that is tied to estrogen dominance and insulin resistant in your body. The two things that make women feel like nothing else works. It's going to support PCOS management, your cycle regularity, and it's your reproductive health. It's going to help with joint pain and inflammation that tends to worsen with hormonal shifts. Women going through perimenopause and menopause report feeling like it addresses multiple symptoms at once, not just your weight. So here's what you need to do. If either of these sound like something that you're interested in learning more about, just get back in touch with the person that invited you to watch this video. They are going to put you in touch with a telehealth doctor that will be able to help you the rest of the way.